Hi sir, my name is Azrael Malet, taking a Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management. So for today's video, I would like to explain what is the product processing. So when we talk about product processing, it is the development process encompasses all steps needed to take product from concept to market availability. So this includes identifying a market need, researching the competitive and landscape, and concept conceptualizing a solution, developing a product roadmap, building and minimum value products, and etc. So why is the product processing is important? So and having a process of set of processing in place gives your team the power to operate their own and in the same manner that you would. So finally, processes are what will allow your business to scale from 1 to 5, and also it's to make your products have an innovations. So what product management process? So the product management is a process that focuses on bringing a new product to market or developing an existing one. So it starts with an idea of a product that a customer will interact so with, and ends with the evaluations of products success. So products management um, unites business, product development, marketing, and sales. So today, nowadays, the rising demand production is mainly an consequence of the fast progressions on urbanizations. This is where meat processing plays a prominent role. It's fully utilized meat resource, including nearly all edible livestock parts of for human food consumption. So meat processing, also known as further processing of meat, um, is the manufacture of meat products from muscle meat and animal fat, and certain non-meat additives. So the advantage of meat processing is the integrations of certain animal tissues, muscle trimming, bone scraps, skin, parts of certain internal organs, which is are usually not sold in fresh meat marketing. So into the food chain as valuable protein-rich ingredients. So however, this is processing principle will also be considered in both dairy and egg products along the food chain. So additives are used in enhanced product. So flavor, appearance, as well as used to increase product volume. So and it helps to the product to enhance. No, so for specific meat preparations, animal byproduct such as internal organs, skin, or blood are also well suited for meat processing. So meat processing can create different types of product consumption so that maximize the use of edible livestock parts of an artistic and attractive and uh, nourishing. So the importance of PNIS 2067 and 2008, Philippine National Standard for Halal Food General Guidelines in relations to animal product processing. So in this PNIS started that the applications of halal system to food shall cover from farm to plate, which is essentially the whole coverage of food, halal quality assurance to promote hygiene and good health as prescribed by Allah of Prophet Muhammad. So it is provide the general guidelines for the halal food industries. So on the preparations or handling of products, and serves as fundamental requirements for food products and food trade. So also it gives assurance to the consumer that the food products are processed according to the Sharia laws. So and that they are also clean, hygienic, environmentally friendly, and respect animals' welfare. So, the meat products represent an important component of human diet. So, their consumption registering a global increase over the last few years. So, these foodstuffs constitute a good source of energy and some nutrients such as essential amino acids. So, high nutrients, by high biological value proteins, minerals like iron, zinc, selenium, manganese, and B complex, vitamins, and especially vitamin B12. So in other hands, so nutritions have associated high consumption of processed meat with an increased risk of several disease. So researchers and process meat producers are involved in finding methods so to eliminate the nutritional deficiencies, potentially toxic compounds, to obtain higher product and at the same time. So with no affecting the sensorial quality and safety of the meat products. So the represent review and to summarize the newest trends regarding the most important method so that it can be applied to obtain high quality products. So to improve the product processing in meat, so processed meat is meat that has been preserved or flavored in some way. So through salting, curing, sausage, um, fermenting, or smoking. So some examples are sausage, tocino, bacon, longanisa, hot dogs, and etc. So as for our group, we made a meat ball for our product processing. A small rounded means meat with vegetables, legumes, or meat alternatives. So as for as our we mix and with onion, garlic, pepper, and soy sauce. So by adding the additives in meat products or ingredients is extends the shelf life of the product. So food additives are added for particular purposes. So whether to preserve the freshness, safety, taste, appearance, and texture. So it is very important to know the appearance of texture of the product. So of a processed food or to ensure the food safety. And for our finished product, the quality is good through it also needs some improvements in terms of appearance of the product since the color is intense. It does not need for any food coloring. So to improve more products because some of people out there are get choose the good product and the high quality products that produce in meat processing. So in meat processing, products are concentrated source of high quality protein. So in and under amino acids compositions usually compensates for shortcomings and staple food. These supply easy absorb iron and eases the absorption of iron from other food as well as zinc and rich source of some vitamins in the B group. So by providing such nutrients in meat, so consumption can elevate common nutritional deficiencies. Meat is held in high esteem in most communities. It has prestige value. It is often regarded as the central food around which meals are planned. Various types of meat are sometimes made the basis of festive and celebratory of occasions, and from the popular as well as the scientific point of views, it is regarded as food of high nutritive value. So how relevant are the following processed product? So the PNS, um, BEFPS 35 the 2005 table egg specification. So this will ensure human health and safety and efficiency. So the consumer consumption, marketing, and trade of agricultural and fisheries products. So both for export and import is is um, is provide common understanding on the essential quality factors, which is classification, grading, labeling, packing, sampling, and hygienic handling of table eggs. So, so the egg product process is important role in everything from cakes and cookies to and pastry cream, and they create structure and stability within a batter. They help thicken and smolify sauce and custards, the moisture to cakes and other baked goods, and can even act of glue or glaze. So the process of eggs, there are some um, use it which is using and icing. So uh, what are the main use of eggs? So there are the different use of eggs, which is to enhance the nutritional value of other foods. Re- Next is raising agent with egg white includes air from fine foam and binding substance and coating, and thickening agents, smolifying agent, glazing and sealing, so and clarifying fluids, and also and controlling crystallization. So the code of hygiene practice for eggs and eggs product. So this code of hygienic practice for eggs and egg products. So it is intended to provide guidance for the safe productions of eggs and egg product. So table eggs should be subject to control measures intended to achieve the appropriate level of public health protections. So this code applies to the primary production, sorting, grading, storing, and distributions of table of eggs. So produced by domesticated chicken intended for human consumptions. So to ensure the safety and suitability of table eggs by applying the general principle of food hygiene, or this is CAC RCP and 1-1969. So to the particular case of table eggs. So in the product processing, um, there are PNS, BFPS 36 and 2008 fresh milk specification. So this standard sets a series of minimum requirements to observe the productions and sale fresh milk, as well as practice and provisions on proper labeling of fresh milk products. So essential to protect the consumers from unfair and defective sales act. So this is standard lays that the necessary foundation to help boost up consumer confidence in local and locally marketed fresh milk production. So there are some example of fresh milk production, which is it's like in CMU and PCC, which is PCC. So the Carabao Center, no. So it's provide milk product with choco milk, and other uh, milk products in PCC. So that is the example of fresh milk processing. So this code also is applies to primary productions and post harvest handling of milk from cattle, buffalo, goat intended for further processing. So it is provide the guidance for the hygienic productions. So collections and handling of milk in order to ensure that the milk produced is safe and suitable for further processing. Um, in product processing, there are include which is uh, the sensory evaluation, because the sensory evaluation, it is very important to apply your product to enhance the product quality. So in product processing, there are include which is the sensory evaluation. So the sensory of products, it is very important because nowadays marketplace for food and the beverage is diverse and competitive. So in ways not imagined a few decades ago. So it driven in part by consumer, and consumer blog us asking questions about the safety of ingredients and process of food in general, no. So some of these questions are about GMOs or need for gluten-free, organic, and natural foods. So and it also lead um, to the development of product by non-traditional food companies that offers alternatives versus food currently available. So regardless of the product source of raw materials and potential benefits offered, success is determined ultimately by the consumer. So in product process, there are that a technique ingredient or food is formulated that meets some of all the aforementioned characteristic does not guarantee market success. So although there are numerous steps between development and consumptions by the consumer where product can feel in its sensory properties are critical in establishing its potential and continued success. So where the product succeeds, change happen reflecting the dynamics of marketplace. So it includes such issues in shift a larger scale productions. So available cost of raw materials, competitions, and so on and so forth. So what is sensory evaluations? So sensory evaluations, it is the science that measure, analyze, the interprets that reactions of people to product as perceived by the sense. It means of determining whether products differences are perceived. So and basis for the difference and whether one product is like more than another. So the value of science lies is use limited numbers of consumers to reach decisions that can be extrapolated to larger populations with confidence. So the product intended and have the necessary sensory skills. In practical terms, it enables one to evaluate products and a relatively short time and at close cost. So in the decisions that follows, the key sensory resource are prescribed. However, little discussions about the science that found reference place so the best the most what is the sensory evaluation is the main factors is the testing involved that use of the human sense and the objective evaluations of food product. So characteristics such as appearance, textures, odor, and taste are analyzed by trained tester to assess product quality to drive opportunities for improvement of the product. So that is very important and in the product processing, which is the sensory evaluations. So that's all. Thank you, sir.